How did this horrifying and mysterious creature wound up in the Amazon River? Wait, and how can one frog the size of a quarter kill 20 people? Did you know that this ant's bite can be more painful than being shot by a bullet? Don't swipe or click away, because here are the most terrifying creatures found in the Amazon River. Number 10. Mata Mata Turtle. The Mata Mata turtle is a master of disguise. When it's hunting, it'll lay completely still with its head turned to one side and its legs tucked in. This will make the Mata Mata turtle look like a large leaf on the bottom of the river. When any small and unlucky fish comes close enough, the turtle will turn its head and in a tenth of a second, it'll snap the little fish out of the water. The turtle uses suction feeding, and it always swallows the fish whole since its mouth is not built for chewing. For us, the most interesting body part is the head. It has many tubercles, there are these 3 barbels on the bottom lip, and there's even a small horn on the pointy snout. Number 9. Vampire Fish. They look like something straight out of a Stephen King book, but the vampire ship is actually real. They're also called wolffish, Dracula fish, and dog-toothed tetra. The first thing everyone notices about the vampire fish is that it has a lot of teeth and these 2 distinct fangs that can be anywhere between 4 and 6 inches in length. In fact, they can get so big that it's common to see the fangs protruding through the upper lip of the fish. By this point, we pretty much know these fish are carnivorous, but we should tell you that they're also powerful swimmers, which is why they like fast-moving water and strong currents. The vampire fish prefer the water to be clean since they like to see their prey. Happy hunting! Number 8. ARAPAIMA. There's an old Amazonian legend that says that there's an evil spirit in the river that lives inside the body of a large scaly fish that can leap out of the water like a torpedo and kill fishermen. Well folks, the ARAPAIMA is that fish. They weigh approximately 220 pounds and they can reach a length of about 6.6 feet. There are even recordings of ARAPAIMA fish reaching an astounding length of 15 feet. Aside from the intimidating size, this carnivorous fish is further protected by smashing that like button just like you should do if you haven't done so already. But no, in all seriousness, they're protected by the tough scales covering their body. They're so durable that even piranhas can't pierce them. While other animals fear them, humans, as always, hunt them. The locals hunt them for food as the fish is an important and rich protein source for the local populations. Number 7. Mysterious creature washed up on shore. By the way, the picture you saw introducing the video isn't fake. It's actually real. A baby humpback whale that washed up 50 feet from the ocean shore on the Marajo Island in Brazil. Upon further research, biologists from the Institute of Bicho da Agua said that this wasn't an adult whale, but a 12-month-old calf. Scientists and locals alike were stunned to see the carcass wound up on the Brazilian shore in February. Some say the calf got lost or separated while following its mama during their migratory cycles, and others claim that the whale ingested some plastic, died, and then the tides picked it up and threw it into the mangrove. The only way they were able to find the whale was by going after the big scavenger birds circling above the carcass. When they went to see what the birds were so excited about, they discovered the dead body of the calf. Number 6. Poison dart frogs. The poison dart frog is one of the smallest and deadliest animals on this planet. There are many species of this frog, and each is deadlier than the last. Finding them might be a problem since they like to spend their day hiding in moist and damp places away from predators. And if you ever cross paths with one, the bright colors of the poison dart frog should be a clear warning sign. Caution! Poison! Basically, predators know that this little frog is a poisonous vial that should never be touched. In fact, the more colors the dart frog has, the more poisonous it is. This means that those tricolored are the most venomous. The exception from this rule is the golden poison dart frog, which has enough toxin in its skin to kill between 10 and 20 men. And it's precisely this toxicity that made them so valuable for hunters. Back in the day, their poisoned skins were used to create poisonous blow darts for the native population. Just one of these frogs contains enough poison for 50 darts, which can then be used in battle. Just an FYI, touching them isn't the problem, licking them or ingesting them is what's fatal. Number 5. Bull shark. This is probably the weirdest pick on the list. Since this dangerous predator can live in both fresh and salt water, it's not uncommon to find them in the Amazon River. They've been spotted swimming upstream in Iquitos in Peru. We should tell you that bull sharks will attack anything when they're hungry, and yes, this does include other bull sharks, usually due to overlapping territories. These animals prefer to live in shallow water, and that's why the bull shark is responsible for most shark attacks on humans in the world. Even though it's rare to find a 700-pound, 11-foot bull shark swimming in the Amazon River, they've been spotted by fishermen, so it would be best to stay away. Number 4. Electric eel. Humans run from it like the plague, even after it's dead. Why? Because the electric eel can generate a powerful 600-volt shock to humans even 8 hours after its death. When in the water, this slimy snake-like animal will release a powerful shock that will stun their prey, and immediately after, the eel will swoop in and swallow the prey whole. If endangered, the electric eel is known to release several powerful shocks, one after the other, in order to defeat their prey. And of course, unsuspecting fishermen who jump inside the water often get shocked by the eel. If they're lucky, there will only be one powerful zap. Most of the time, it's several.
Top 3.
Number 3. Bullet ants. These are probably the deadliest ants in the entire world. The bullet ants got their name because some Brazilian natives say that its sting is more powerful than being shot by a bullet. They have these giant mandibles in the front, but those aren't what you should worry about. At the very end of this 1.2-inch ant, there's a stinger. Whenever threatened or when they're defending their nest, they'll attack anyone and inject them with a potent venom whose effect will last for 24 hours. Otherwise, they're not very aggressive, but they're considered to be predatory in nature. Now here's the craziest thing we've ever heard about the bullet ant. Some tribal communities have manhood initiation ceremonies. Before a teenage boy could be considered a man, he must dance in a circle with the whole tribe wearing leaf gloves that are filled with hundreds of bullet ants. If the boy sustains the hundreds upon hundreds of stings, then he'll become a man. If not, he'll have to try again. Talk about a rite of passage. Number 2. Green anaconda. They're not venomous, but because a green anaconda can weigh about 200 pounds, it's still considered one of the most dangerous snakes in the Amazon. After laying in the water and waiting for its prey, the anaconda will slowly resurface, revealing only its nostrils and eyes on top of its head. When some unlucky animal comes close, the anaconda will strike with no mercy. Being part of the boa family, this snake attacks its prey by biting it and then wrapping its body around the animal. A powerful bone-crushing squeeze will take the animal down. After killing its prey, the green anaconda will swallow the prey whole. Since they're not what we'd call picky eaters, it's common to see an anaconda swallowing an entire cow. If you're wondering if they would ever attack and eat a human being, the answer is yes. However, all of this depends on how hungry the anaconda is. Number 1. CANDIRU. If you're a man watching this video, forget about ever stepping foot in the Amazonian River after knowing this. See this little guy? Some call it toothpick fish or vampire fish. The standard length of the CANDIRU is about 7 inches, but there are some who grow twice as big in length. They're translucent, which makes them particularly difficult to spot in the water. Its gill covers have these backward-pointing spines, and there's a special reason for those. Let's imagine you're near the water urinating. As you're standing there, the fish can jump out of the water and get inside the little opening on the tip of the phallus, called the urethra. What's that? You don't believe this can happen? Well, in that case, have a look at this man. In 1997, he had the exact experience we described earlier and then had to undergo a 2-hour surgery to remove the fish. After the story went public, people, and particularly men, were afraid of these parasitic catfish that feast on human or animal blood, and consequently many avoided getting close to the Amazon. If you enjoyed this video, you'll like the next one. This is Koala with Koality Content. See you soon.